So welcome back. As I promised that I will make a configuration module on this particular HCM Communicate module. So this is a series of part two. Those who had not seen a part one video, also I had given a link in the description. And there you can see where I have explained the purely concept about the HCM Communicate module. In this particular video, I am directly showing into the application how we can enable the HCM Communicate module. So let's start how we can able to enable this HCM Communicate module. So before I log into the application, just a quick recap. So those who are seeing this audio series on first time, I had created a series one also a part one as well, where I have explained in detail that what are these different functionalities are there. So in this today class or in today video, what we are going to learn, we are going to learn about how we can create a email templates as well as modify the existing template which are provided by the Oracle. We will learn about how to manage the predefined links. Now predefined links, as I mentioned in the previous video, it's nothing, it's all about the deep links. Okay, this is all about the deep links that we will see how we can able to use them in our communication. Manage profiles, I have explained that why these different profiles are important, and it's one of the best functionality from the Oracle on this particular module. And one of the strong functionality which can reduce, I can say which not can, but which will reduce most of the manual tasks which currently the maybe your communication department is doing it, or marketing department is doing it, or your HR within the HR, if there is a dedicated team is doing it, who are sending the multiple emails using the distribution list to the email. This will reduce all your workload. So this is an important functionality, I believe, of managing the predefined audience. And then we will see how we can able to define our communication team, how big we want to keep it as our communication team. So what I will do, I will log into the application and I will show you how to enable this HCM Communicate module. So here what I'm doing it, I'm logging to my application. I have created a user called Communicate. At the end of the video, I will tell you the what all roles are required for configuring or sending the communication. So I'll log in as an user, which is having a proper roles. So once I log in it, so you will be requiring application implementation consultant role to enable the communicate module. Now to enable the communicate module, you have to go to the offerings. So from the navigator, I will click on the navigator. You will find below on the tools, and my enterprise, you will find it on the top of the tools under the offering under my enterprise. Click on the offerings. So when you click on the offerings in this particular environment, if you have done the subscription for the HCM Communicate module, you will find this particular offering under this particular tab. Now, if you notice, the status of this particular module is not enabled. Okay, so for implementing this module, we have to enable the offering. So we'll go click on the opt-in features. When we click on the opt-in features, there are two options are available, like HCM Communicate and the employee communication. So we have to enable both of them for using this HCM Communicate module. So I'll click on done. So this will enable this particular module. Now the module is enabled and is ready to implement. Now to see what are the functions or what are the setups are required in for this HCM Communicate module, we'll go back again to our setup and maintenance from my enterprise. So from my enterprise, we will go to the setup and maintenance. Yeah. So on the top, you will see HCM Communicate module is now enabled. So we'll click on the HCM Communicate module, and then it will show me the associate the functions or the tasks that we need to configure. These are all tasks are there. Now, as in other modules, it is not like a mandatory, but yes, all tasks we have to configure. So we have email templates, we have predefined links, we have employee profile, email profiles, predefined audiences. Now this is the main aspect of configuring it, and then we can maintain the communication team as well. So let's go and define the email templates over here, how we can able to define the email templates. So once I click on the email template, I will be getting some predefined templates which is available from the Oracle. We can either modify the existing the predefined template, or we can create our own template itself. So these are the all templates which Oracle is providing as a part of the initial. But yes, we can able to import and create our own template as well. So for example, if I want to use any of these templates, I'll click on the template. So it will open the HTML designer page. Now this HTML designer page is something we can able to draft it, or we can able to change it. It is giving me the option for the languages. Like for example, if I want to send it in the other languages also, if I want to draft my communication instead of English in some other languages, I am having an option for selecting the other language option as well. This is the existing template. Now if I want to go and create, if I want to go and create my own template, I will close this. So from that I will come back to the email template screen. I will click on the add button. Once I click on the add button, it will ask me an option that what type of template you want to create. Okay, these are the templates which is available. So if I want to create a blank template from the scratch, I can define my own template, or I can have a six more format or six more predefined templates are available that we can use it. So let assume that I want to distribute, or I want to create a template. So I want to give it my own name, newsletter, like it is going to be there. Okay, I will just save it. So this is the template which is existing currently. It is in the draft state. So I'll go and modify this particular template as per my own content, whatever I am looking for. So this template is my, I have given my own custom name. On the top, I can change like whatever the subject I want to give it, and it will be going to be get appear as it is to as an email to the employee. Okay. As I mentioned, we have a different option language options available in which language you want to draft or create our own template. This we can able to use it, and this is completely a customizable template. We can able to use it. So this is a Oracle well-defined templates. We can change the communication organization or anything. My say my organization detail. I can change the color, background, whatever the way I want it. Say for example, if I want to change this, I can give my organization name. Okay, so this is what I'm doing it. I'm just modifying the template. You can change the newsletter headline. Okay, we can change. This is completely a rich text format is there. I can change the color. I can make it bold or whatever, underline, whatever the format you want it. You can able to make it. You can change the subheading as well. So I'm not going to go into the detail how you can manage this, but these options are available. You can do the changes. Now, how it going to be get appear? All this is getting saved. Now, if I want to see how it's going to be get appear, so let me send it to one of the emails. Say for example, if I want to send how it going to be get appear. So from the HTML designer, I can send this as a test email. Let me validate the email address to whom I want to send it. So let me send to this email. Yeah, so I'm sending it this as a test email. So I don't need to configure any of the backend email services. Oracle Cloud has already taken care of it. I just want to use it. So this I have sent it to an email address. Let's see how it's going to be get appear. Wait for some time. Once email come, I will show it to you. So this is the way we can able to configure the email template, and this email is template is whatever the changes we are doing it is going to be saved as a part of the draft. Now going back, now let us see, email has come. So this is the announcement. So I have changed the subject lines on the top. It is coming as a part of my announcement, and this is the changes I had done at the organization level. And then blue, now this image and everything we can able to bring it and customize it. So this is the format which is coming it. If we choose an option, we will get an option that in which language option we want to even to see. Now this is something of facility I have not changed it. I only use English language for my template. So this is how it going to be get appear for the end user. If I want to send a mass communication, this is how it going to be get appeared for the end user. Now coming back to the HTML designer, I will close this. So this is my template is get created. Now if I want to use it, what I have to do is I just have to enable it. So I will go on this particular email template and I will just activate it. So this is how we are going to design the email template. Now my template is active and it's ready to use it. So this is a one portion that we can able to use it. Another important aspect in configuring this module is the targeted audience. Now targeted audience is nothing, it is something we known it, those who are aware of the core HRMS or the HR functionality. It is my eligibility profile. So here the predefined audience criteria is nothing, is my eligibility profile, where we can identify to whom all we want to send a communication. Say for example, if I want to send a communication for particular department, or if I want to send a communication for one particular legal employer itself, so we have an option to create a targeted audience, which is a similar functionality which we are using in the other modules as a eligibility profile. So I'll go and create a participant profile, and the profile usage will be employee communication. It means that the profile we are going to use only for the communication module. I'll give a profile option or name itself. Say for example, for US business, okay, I will go and create the employment type under this. I want to do a communication for one particular business unit only. So I'll go and select my business unit from here as an option. Click on plus. Keep the sequence and select that particular business unit that you want to do a communication. So I'm selecting a one particular business unit. So for US business unit 1, and then save and close. So this is how we are creating a targeted audience. We can have a multiple eligible profile, and based on the communication to whom all we have to send it, we can choose. I will show you how we can communicate in this video itself. If I want to send a mass communication, so this is the way that we can able to create it. Another important features in this of predefined links. So for example, if you are launching your performance or the goal cycle, and you want that when users are reading that particular email, they should perform a particular task. So we know the concept of the predefined links. Okay, so that is a deep links. It's nothing. It's a deep link that we can able to create it. So if you can see, this add absence is already available as a part of my predefined link, but we have an option for creating, these deep links. We have used it multiple times when we are creating any of the shortcut for an employee or creating any of the desktop icons. So this is, we have used it. If we want, whatever the predefined links are available, we can create it. So I'll click on the add button. Yeah, you can use for multiple purposes. So here I can select which deep links I want to create it, and the same name I can embed it in my HTML designer itself. So I don't need to mention it. Say for example, say if I want to give a link directly to my performance template. Okay, so I will create a link. Okay, I will create a link of a performance template section and I just save it. Now this particular link I can embed it in my HTML designer, where it will, when employee receive that particular email, they when they click on that particular link, it will take out to that particular page itself. So this is a concept of my managed predefined links. So we have learned how we can able to create the template, the predefined template as a part of the email, how we can able to identify the targeted audience, and then how we can able to manage the predefined links. Another important criteria about this is a managed email profile. Now communication is not only going to happen from one particular department. So maybe CHRO is sending us some communication, maybe CIO of that particular department wants to, or that organization wants to some communication email. So here we can able to define our own email profiles. Now these are the predefined. If I want to create a sender email profile, I will click on the add button and I can create my own sender profile as well. Say for example, CHRO, I want to create a profile that message is going to be as a going to as a part of CHRO. Okay, and then we can able to provide a email that to whom, from where it is coming, and to whom to reply. Now this give me the facility, like if I am sending in communication from the distribution list or the from the email or directly not using this, then we have only one particular email, or we need to create a multiple email. But here it is nothing like that. We can create a multiple center profiles. This is the one of the center profile which I have created it. So when the user is receiving the communication, it will reflect that from whom the communication has come. If you have noticed it, as of now I have not created it, so the sender is coming by default the workflow name which is sending an email. But when I'm creating the sender profile, so user will see that from that email communication has come. So this is a usage of this particular sender profile. So when enable the display, the campaign manager name can be used, so who is running or who have sent that particular communication email. The one more concept is like when we are doing a communication, it can be one way or it can be two ways. So we need a particular team, a dedicated team required for doing a particular communication. So we use to manage the communication team as well. So this is an option where I can create my own communication team, which will help me to respond the email which is coming. So these are all the communication team which is already available. I will create my own communication team. HR communication team. Okay. So there are the two types of campaign we can do it. One is a general, just a message which is need to be go, and second is the get response. Like if I am sending any communication to the email, there should be a response from the employee or from the end user that we want to receive it. As of now, there is a user which is already have created. We can add a multiple owner to this particular profile. So if I want, I can add a multiple owner, which is like thing, which is my team members, which I am creating it. So for example, I have a same team member who can able to manage it. So I create one more team members. I can have a team member from any other department as well. So these are my team members. So Budget is one of the team who is owning of this, and then there are two more users that going to be get respond. We can attach the profile, sender profile itself with this team member, that which profile they should able to use it. So just now we had created one our own profile, so we will select that CHRO profile. So when they are going to do any communication, they can use only this particular profile. So we can restrict them that they cannot use any other profile apart from that, and we can even restrict them for the audiences as well. Like they can send then communication only to this particular business unit or whatever the eligibility we are creating it. so we can restrict them. So this will give me the control, not only for not only for not only for making the more control way, but if I'm something is creating for other department also, so this will give me the control. So this team can only send the communication to as from the sender profile and only for these type of audiences. So I just created this HR communication team. I will just save and close it. So this is my core setup which I have completed. Apart from that, nothing is required. So there are 5 or 6 setups are required, which I had mentioned it at how what all things are required. So these are the setups. Yes, the 5 setups are required for enabling the communication module. Now that's all. This is what we have to do it. Now how we can able to initiate the communication, that I will show you how. If I want to send a communication, how we can able to initiate the communication. So going for that, go to the my client group. Under the my client group, once you enable the offering, once you do the setup, you will find the icon called a communicate. So this is a existing communicate. As of now, there is nothing which has got initiated. So if I want to send a new communication to our employees, what should I do? I will create a campaign. So I'll click on the add button. I am going to do, I'll show you one simple example. You can practice as much as possible because the core setup which I've already shown it to you. So let me start one new campaign, like announcement on new leave policy. Okay, this is the communication I want to send it to all my employee. Now I can give any running number which I want to just for the tracking purpose. If I want, I can just give any description that what is the purpose of this particular campaign, and then I can select my team members, which is going to be do the communication for this particular campaign. So from here I will select the particular team, and then we can select the type of the owner, that who is going to own this particular campaign. So from here I will just select the team which I had just created it, and then the purpose of this particular campaign. Now this is going to be a general or a get response. So there are two types of campaign we can able to use it. If I am selecting a general, it is not going to ask the response type, that what I want to create a response type. But if I'm creating a response, then I can give an option whether they have read this particular campaign or not. So I can put a complete summary over here. Please acknowledge or please respond. Okay, so this is something which I am taking it from it. So response choices can be, I can create my own choices. So agree or disagree or something I agree. Something if which is I want to use it, I can use just a thank you page. Or if something I want to redirect them to some internal URL or external URL, I can able to redirect for that particular response. So this is a very good functionality, because currently we are having a only one-way communication. We do not know that how the users are going to respond, or whether if we want to create a response, we have to create a separate user form from them. So in a single communication, we can able to use this. Now campaign owner is already the person who is creating it. So this is how we can go and create the campaign. So I will just go and save it. Once I save it, there are other related so I receive a confirmation that campaign is got created. Currently it is in the draft state. So when I click on this announcement leave policy, so these are my details are coming in. So I have created campaign owner. The basic details are here. Now I want to select that to whom all it should go. Now this campaign, to whom all it should go, I will select the audiences. I have created a one eligibility profile. So this is the eligible profile. I have restricted this team for using only this particular eligible profile, so I will not able to view the other. So this is my targeted audience to whom the communication will go. Okay, and then the content, that which content, what content I have to send it to my external or the internal applicant. So who is the sender profile, from where the email should go? We have created our sender profile. So from the CHRO, this content, I will select the content as well. we will create the, now it have a two option, one is through the email and one is through the SMS. For the SMS we have to rely on the third party, and for email it is already get configured. So I'm sending as an email, so the content can be, I can say, announcement on new leave HR policy. Okay, select the template that we have used it. So this is my newsletter way of template. I will save it. So once I save it, it will open me and confirm me that this is what we are going to send it. Now this is just a draft. You can modify it and then come back again on my campaign. Okay. The important part is that when we are creating a content, we have to enable it the schedule email. If we are not enabling it, we cannot able to activate our campaign that we are doing it. Okay. So this is an important step that we have to schedule it. We can keep it, send this email now, or we can schedule of this delivery of this email based on our requirement, that whether we want to send it in future or whether we want to send it to now. So I will schedule this as of now because it will not go until unless my process is not running in the backend. At the end of the video, there are three processes we have to schedule it. I will mention it in the slides itself that what all three processes we have to run it. And how, and if I want to schedule is like after 1 week or 2 weeks or maybe in the month of July, August, I want to send this communication, then I can able to choose it. So I'm making it this as an send this email now. It will not go immediately because I have not activated my communication as of now. So this is the whole complete setup is required. Once we go to the details of this particular campaign, okay, I can go and activate this campaign. Until unless if I'm not activating it, it is remain as a part of my draft mode. Okay, it will remain as a part of my draft mode. And once I activate it, so based on my schedule processes, what are the schedule processes? There are three schedule processes that we have to run it in the backend, which will take care of scheduling these processes. So at the end of this video, I will mention you the rule as well as the what are the three processes that we have to run it while running this particular HCM Communicate module. Now, once this process start running it, so whoever the employee or the whoever the targeted audience we have selected it, they will start receiving the emails. Okay, so now here we show it to you. Or sorry, audiences. Under the audiences, you can able to find it out that who all are have received this particular email. So in my particular business unit, there are around 1300 employees were there who is going to receive this particular communication, out of which these are the breakup as per the location. So this is coming as a part of the my statics that out of the total, that these are my total statics based on the location. Another is from the business unit. Now we have selected only one business unit, so it will refer as a one BU as well. But if I'm sending it as a complete enterprise, so it will give me the breakup of my complete business unit as well. And as on when the responses start coming from the users, so they you can have a matrix over there that how many have received this email, how many have opened it. Currently it has not enabled it, and it will give you the open rate as well, that if anyone has not opened it or open it, how many have just click it. And then you will able to find the responses as well, that whether they are in agreement or whether they are not in agree. So this is a complete all about my HCM Communicate module. So let me mention you that what are the rules are required for enabling this module as well as the process. So for enabling the communicate module, we will be requiring the application implementation consultant role. And to initiate the campaign, so we will be requiring the administrator role. So this is a role name, ORA IRC Employee Campaign Administrator. So this is the one role that is required for initiating or sending the campaign. And another is a campaign manager, that whoever is managing this campaign. So this is another role we should having it for initiate the campaign. Apart from that, these are the below scheduled processes. Okay, these are the below scheduled processes that we have to schedule it from the application. So one is for the preparing the email campaign. So this will populate the audiences, and this it depends on the requirement. You can schedule this maybe every 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour. So based on the requirement, you can schedule this. Then send campaign email. This is another schedule process that is need to be get scheduled. Now this will help to sending the campaign to the audiences, whoever audiences we are going to send it, it is going to be sent. And another is a tracking of the email delivery, whether it is delivered or not. So the status will be coming, and this will be showcased on my dashboard. And so these are the three processes, plus these are the two roles which is required now for enabling the this communicate module. We will be required the application implementation consultant role, application implementation consultant role. In the description also, I will give this three process name as well as the role name, so that you can able to see it. So thank you for watching this particular video. I hope you have liked it, and if you like it, please like it. Otherwise, you can share it with your friends, those who are going to learn it and want to implement this. If you're coming first time on this channel, I request you can subscribe it. So next video will be something new on the new module itself. So thank you once again for watching this.